Hello class, today I'll be going with the group chapter discussion, and let's start off with the first question. It says, what makes group communication challenging to accomplish a task? Basically, what I think would make group communication complicated is conflict of interest, of seeing who wants to be the leader of the group, or bumping head of ideas. Maybe they not agree how the group should move on or how to complete a specific task. Maybe they have different ideas and they just disagree with the method of executing whatever task is presented. And probably the division of work in group settings is, some may slack off, some may take over the whole load of work, and this dividing work may be uneven, and that might be difficult to assign. Or maybe some people may lack in division of work, basically. Second question, have you ever intentionally or unintentionally socially loafed in a group situation? I would say I would do both. Sometimes I've known that I've intentionally just sat in the background, let them do everything, and then sometimes I was ready to go for the task and then they basically did everything and I just sat there. Basically, they completed all the work and accomplished the task without much of my help, which I appreciate on both ends, because I'm a very lazy and procrastinating type of person. For third question, which leadership term best describes you in the group's chapter study guide? I would say the visionary leader. I'm not very charismatic at this moment, but I would always say I'm always looking in the background. I'm always thinking about the future, the long-term goals, and how we may achieve that in many ways. I'm always thinking the steps out. I'm very persistent in trying to get to that goal, the end goal. And I'm not there to lead or inspire other people. Basically, I like to sit in the background, very introverted. And for which fellowship term best describes you in the group setting, in the group chapter study guide? I would say for the most part I would work with Yes Man, because the most group work I've done is in school setting, not much in work. But I would say it's Yes Man, because everybody's trying to be polite. Everyone's just saying, yeah, that's cool. Sometimes there'll be different ideas, but it's very rare in my case. Everyone's just trying to agree, get the work done, and keep moving on, basically. And for the final question, which is your best and worst group communication experience in a work or academic related situation? As for my best, they both deal with like social. Well, one does. Social loafing is basically the very charismatic people. I remember like in high school and stuff, or like when we had like group projects, they would divide work easily, and then I would just sit there being like a ghostwriter, like something like that, like be in the background doing the work and just let them present everything, because I don't want to do any of that, and just help them. And then the workload was not heavy at all. Everybody had know their thing, and they did the presenting part, basically. As for worst group communication, I remember there would be a couple of times where I would have to do everything and all my group members basically slacked off, and I would have to be the one carrying the burden of trying to get this group situation done. And I would have much preferred if it was an individual assignment. But in that case, that would be it for this video. Thank you.